You go to Jamaica, you'll drink beers. Go to a small island country, you will know about drink. Trust me. Materialism is a world that is designed for the average person to fail.
Because that's the only way we go. If we're not going deep down to the roots of the issues, what the fuck are we doing? We're not about surface.
Welcome to Talk to the Box.
We're here, guys.
We made it.
We're here. We're loving the settings are...
The settings are sick. Shout out to No Star Studios.
Yeah.
The settings are sick. But yeah, we've jumped from TikTok all the way to podcast levels.
Yeah. There's no shutting down the lights.
You know, like that. Hold tight the haters. Motivators.
You got us here.
Yeah. So
the haters got us here. And now we're free to say whatever we want.
Yeah.
No one's going to shut it down. We're just going to keep it moving. And
Definitely.
Just keep it cute. Keep it cute and keep it moving.
Definitely. So if you're new to Talk to the Box, I'm Tayshan. This is my cousin, Leanne. And we are Talk to the Box. We wanted to create a platform or a podcast or a free space where people could actually talk freely and have real conversations that is more catered to energy as opposed to male and female. It's more energy based off of masculine energy. That's where I come in, but I still am a female, and feminine energy, and she's still a female. So not gonna lie, ladies, it's not all the time I'm gonna agree, bruv. I'll be real, because the man them are talking and I hear what they're saying because I'm a masc energy, so I get some things I can fully relate on what the man them are saying. So don't get upset with me in the comments if you start seeing that I'm sticking up for the man them, because sometimes they're right, fam. I'll be real. But yeah, Talk to the Box.
But you know what I like about that is the fact that you can have an open conversation.
Yeah.
Because you do see things a bit more differently than I see things.
Definitely do.
And it's just all about learning.
Definitely do. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like it's very ignorant to have this mindset or this attitude towards life that your opinion is right all the time and anything else is stupid. I think that's a very ignorant way to go through life, and it limits you to experiences and education. Everyone wants to talk about education, but if your opinion overshadows your ability to receive, then you're quite ignorant in life. Yeah. So we've decided for the first episode, we're going to make this about materialism versus realism. And the reason why we've said materialism versus realism, because we're living in a day and age where people are getting sold to the highest bidder but want to talk about independent. Girls, sit down. Boys, sit down. You're a clown. That's what I think. So we're going to get into this topic because, as you can tell, my opinions are strong. I swear down. But everything in this box has been selected at random. So we've got different topics, subtopics that are talking about materialism versus realism. But as we get into it, you will see what we're saying.
Because we're going to go deep, guys. We're going to go deep.
Then we've never been.
Because that's the only way we go. If we're not going deep down to the roots of the issues, what the fuck are we doing? We're not about surface.
Nah, that surface stuff is annoying now.
We've got to go deep. Like, we're out here healing, guys. Like, we're
100%.
on our healing journey.
And it's a constant journey, people.
Constant.
Be wary of those people that say, I've done my healing. I'm healed now. They're scary. It's giving red flag.
It's giving red flag.
It's giving red flag because you're evolving constantly. So how can you have finished your healing when you haven't finished? If you have finished, you would be perished in the ground.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
Life is about learning.
Yep.
Okay? It never stops.
Yep.
Never.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't play yourself. Sorry. I just have to say this because I was one of those people, Tayshan.
We've all been there.
I was one of those people that said, I'm healed.
We've all been there.
I've done my therapy. I'm healed.
I've had 6 sessions and she said I'm great, so I don't have to call her again. But when I hear certain songs, I'm triggered, you know? Yeah. It's a constant thing. It's a constant thing. Working on yourself is an everyday 365 247. It is not a journey that you can complete after. You might have grown, but you have not finished growing. Please understand the difference, guys. It takes us a while, because I was that person that's like, yeah, I've been through bad things and I'm not mad, so I've grown. No. You've just learned how to survive.
That survival mode is crazy, guys.
You've just learned how to survive, and not necessarily in the most healthy ways for your mental health and your spiritual health and your emotional health developing in age. But as I said, we're going to talk about it in the box.
Okay.
So,
let's get into it, guys. Let's go.
Random questions picked out. Materialism versus realism on a
thriving on your own
aspect. Oof.
Thriving on your own.
Oof.
Ooh. Okay, so let's break this down, guys. Okay. I'm already thriving on my own. My bills are paid. I don't actually need you or your... Well, that sounds so rude.
I was waiting for the Sagittarius to slip out.
No,
I'm just saying,
it.
I'm so glad that we are in this space.
No,
because you see, with a Saggy, they will go on like it doesn't sound mad, but it's mad, bro. You sound mad. You sound like you just want to just be here on your ones on this earth, and I've just got it.
No, Tayshan.
Carry on.
This is crazy. This was actually meant for... I know we wrote these questions, guys, but the fact that I pulled this, and I really do believe this.
I was waiting for you to bring that shit up.
This is a really a recognition moment, but this is truly how I feel. I'm gonna speak my shit, yeah.
Of course, talk to the box.
I've gotten to a position where I am actually good now. I used to be survive. I used to have to rely on other people to kind of make my life feel good, whether it be money, support, just having someone there. That was my thing. And then obviously I had to go at it alone. I had to go at it alone. Didn't want to, but I had to. And then I realized, Ross, I can actually do this on my own. I've got money. I'm managing my money. I'm still getting the things that I want to get.
Yeah.
And now I'm adding a new person into my life. Like, this is where the materialism and the realism really comes into play now, because when you're looking at a partner, what are you bringing to the table? Because I've already got my thing set in my mind. This is how I'm thinking and I'm talking. This is how I am in a relationship. I've got my thing set. I've got 3 kids.
100%.
They're already, the schedules are in place. My house is running like a tight ship. Yeah. I'm the captain up in here. I am the captain. So what?
As you should be, though.
Yeah, no,
As
bro.
you should be, though.
I am the captain.
As you should be.
I'm the captain. So you're coming into my life. Realistically, I am going to be looking at what are you offering? Like, what are you... Oh, it sounds bad, but no, it's
If
not
I've got the whole meal, are you bringing the salt or the pepper, or are you just trying to eat?
Exactly.
Is the question.
Yeah, because I've had people that are coming to just eat. They're coming to eat off what I've got, because what I've already got is so amazing. Like, what I've got set up is great. I want to come and slot myself into this person's life. And you're not going to do that.
Nope.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to allow you to do that, because those people are like bottom feeders, and they're the ones that are there on your ass, rinsing out your DMs, constantly showing you love and affection.
That chase will have you thinking like... You see, that chase will have people thinking like, yeah, they really like me. No, that person's just addicted to the chase because they're trying to eat where the next hottest meal is at.
Exactly.
And do you know how I know? Because
And
I
a
used
place
to be
to stay.
I wasn't that girl.
A place to
There
stay.
are them people, not even just... No, man them. I've spoken to a few of the ladies. And even studs and mass presenting. I've spoken to a few feminine women. And it's coming across like the masculine energy is just coming with their strapping on their willy and a backpack or a duffel bag and trying to park themselves there. Guys, let's have our own things. Seriously. Your own yard and your own place to stay. Even if you stay at your mum's house, don't be in a position where a gal or another person is feeling like you're living off of them.
Yes.
Like you're only there with them because you need somewhere to stay. That's degrading for yourself. That's mad for the next person. And it don't look good and don't end well. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, work on yourself before trying to build with somebody else to that degree. You can build with someone and not live with them, you know? And I never
100%.
understood that concept, bro.
100%.
I swear down, I never understood that concept. So to me, thriving on my own, you know what it is? You see, when you're forced to do something,
Yes.
when you know I've got growth to do, but I'm not ready to do that growth. So I'm going to delay. You see, God. Hey! God said delay where? You're acting like you don't hear. So I'm going to take everything from you and I'm going to leave you right here in this spot. And let me see if you thrive on your own. Let me see if you've learned from these traumas. Let me see if you're actually got what it's taking. Let me see if you actually believe in who I am and my power. The universe and God together combined.
Oh, yeah.
Because I believe in both. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. Argue with your mum. Yeah, them two combined, and then self-belief. The trio, God, the universe, and self-belief will get you through anything. I swear down, it will get you through anything. And it was only when I was forced to be by myself that I had to learn to thrive by myself. But I still had a desire to build with someone, but I wasn't going to put myself in the traps that I put myself in before to build with someone just because I had that desire to build with someone. No, I've been on my own, so I need to be with someone that's willing to build with me from where I'm at right now, understands and respects where I've come from, doesn't judge me on my flaws, and is willing to build with me consistently for everything, because they see who I am. Not what I've been through, not my traumas, not my flaws, but they see who I am overall. And I see who they are overall, so we can build together and build an empire. And as I keep saying, I needed someone that was legit 100% on building an empire and not seeking attention from the village. Bare people want to build empires but are entertaining the village on a Friday. How are you trying to build an empire but you're in the village on a Friday? The empire is what feeds the village. Why are you going to the village to get fed? If that's going over certain man's head or certain gal's head, you're entertaining the village.
Yeah,
and you're screaming empire. Allow it.
Work on your home, work on your safe space, work on your connection with whoever you're with first before trying to
100%.
figure out like how it looks on the outside. Like, get your shit certified, get your thing feeling. Work on you as a unit. Because firstly, it's easy to thrive on your own. It's not easy, actually. It takes time to get there, especially when you've been forced to be in that situation. But do you know what? God really does work in mysterious ways, and I'm grateful for that moment, because I wouldn't be as strong as I am now, and I would still be reliant on somebody else in an unhealthy way.
Codependency. Codependency
Is no joke. That is such an unhealthy space to be in, and in a vulnerable space to be in.
Yeah, codependency.
Very vulnerable, depending on where you are in that relationship and the position of power that the other person has. If you're in the position of power, if you're not in the position of power, that is an extremely dangerous place to put yourself in.
Treacherous waters.
Really bad. So
I think for me personally, I would say thrive on my own for as long as possible, until thriving on my own becomes, we were thriving on our own individually, now we want to build together.
Yes, that's magic.
And family versus realism and materialism. Pour yourself a glass of wine.
Yeah, let's do that.
Pour yourself a glass of wine, because you see this one right here, we're going to get real. And some people are going to get upset. So before you get upset, pour yourself a glass of wine, because I'm going to talk the facts. Some of you lot are living some lies. Yeah, I'll be real. But yeah, pour yourself a glass of wine. Coming back. We're talking about realism versus materialism, but the subtopic that relates to that is family, yeah? So, we gonna talk about it. We are gonna talk about it. Personally, I don't come from a materialistic family. I don't. some of us have had money, some of us haven't had money, but as a family, we're very rich in love, prosperity, and just energy.
Let me talk about me. Because for me, I feel like, looking back,
Some people in the family had it.
households-
Some people in the family had it.
Jamaican households,
Yeah.
a lot of the time when I would mingle with my family, it was all about materialism.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not even gonna lie, like, oh,
On your side,
you got
yeah.
on,
What you got? Yeah.
what
You have to put on the latest trainers. Put on your new tracksuit. Put on your new. Yeah.
The family members that are coming in with little flashy little garms, little flashy,
One, two
flashy,
little Gucci belt.
flashy belts. Them flashy belts. Who remembers the flashy belts with
with the words that used to go through.
My dad was the one for being flashy. I'm sorry, Dad. I love you. He does not.
It's
dress
always
up.
the dads though. I love that.
My dad was. He was British born, obviously, but he's a Jamaican.
He's a yard man.
He was given yardy.
Yeah.
Flashy, bright clothes, latest designer, everything just loud. And I look back.
Your dad was giving. Your
loud.
dad was that guy.
He was that guy. He was
that guy.
He was a
He was
Gallus.
like Dexter. That's before Dexter was even dapping. I swear down. Like, nah, Lee's dad's. Yeah, I even remember seeing your dad like come to your mum's and that, and I'd be like, this guy, I want to be this guy. Little gay me inside is like, I want to be this guy. He's always smelling nice clothes, nice whip, all of that. And I used to think,
the Lexus.
I want that.
Yeah,
Lexus.
the Lexus, yeah.
See when the Lexus dropped and her dad pulled up in Artie's with that Lexus, I said, I want to go for a ride.
And that's where the baby mamas come from. That's why it's not always good. Just what I'm saying is, just calm down, okay? So I came from materialism, I would say. My mum, not so much, but my dad and kind of that side of the family was giving materialism. That was on a pedestal. So my time growing up, that's the type of people that I looked for.
That's what I was going to ask you. How did that impact you on your adult life?
I feel like it definitely impacted on my adult life because I definitely... Nah, it's a lie. It's a lie. I went for the opposite, not gonna lie.
See, that's what I was about. That's so crazy. That is so mad. That is so mad. That is so mad. I was just about to say this to you. See, me not coming from a materialistic based family. We've always just been realists. Don't get it twisted. I've got family members that are up there, but they don't come to the family functions and look down their nose on the ones that are not up there. I can go to my cousins that have got the dough, but we're family, so bun your dough. Like, I can cook better than you, bro.
Can I just say something? Because one thing I've noticed, I don't know if it's a Jamaican thing. I don't want to be so bold to really call out the whole of Jamaica.
It is.
But
I'm in that lie because I have to make it.
I feel like your chest is too bumperclot high. That's what it's giving, like, bro.
I'm so glad that a Jamaican is saying it. Do you know what?
Your chest is high. You don't need to have a 22 plate or 23 plate. Relax. You ain't got that sort of money. You ain't got 23. You ain't got range money, but yeah, you want to flex like you've got Range Rover money, and you don't because your chest is too fucking high. And that's one thing that I've noticed.
Do you know what it is? I'm gonna be real with you, and it is a Jamaican thing. It's not even a Jamaican thing. I'm gonna be real. It's a black thing.
I'm
gonna be real.
It's a black
argue
thing.
with who you want, but
It's
the
a black
minute
thing,
as a
guys.
race that we get out of this mentality that being able to afford things that are expensive gives us status in society, and we flip it to actually creating generational wealth for our people, black owned, all of this kind of stuff, and actually doing it consistently through education, for what we buy, through what we eat, through what we watch, through what we endorse, for everything. If we keep it black owned, let me tell you something, the Western world will not be able to survive.
Crumble.
Yeah? They are hell-bent on keeping you lot in this mindset that you have to have the latest this and that to make to present as though you are of a societal status. Bro, it's stupid.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. And I feel like, you know, if you tell a country that they're part of a Western world that never ever comes there, but only comes to wave their hands, but imposes their laws, their money is based on, their money is based on our money, the Western money.
Yeah.
So when they get a designer, they think, yeah, we're rich like the Western people them. We're rich like the they're foreign, innit? I'm rich like I'm in England.
Yeah.
I've got this little Louis bag, so that means I'm rich like the English girls them. I'm rich like the American girls. No, you're not, bro. They're keeping you in that mentality, fam. And that's why, as a people, we can't even get our own things out of the museum because they're telling us that we won't be able to look after our own artifacts. You know why? Because we are in a materialistic state of mind. People want to get mad when British Museum are saying they're not going to give it back and all these type of things. But we live in a materialistic way. If you look at us as a people, there's only a few of us that are not materialistic and that are proud to say we're not materialistic, that are proud to say, I've got the money to buy that, but I'm not buying that, blood. And say it proud.
Yeah.
Enough man have fold and crumble and say, I'm not buying that, but low key when your man them are gone or your gal them are gone, you're online buying it, ripping out the label just to, oh, it looks like it, but no, but you really spent the money on it though. Do you know what I mean?
With me, I feel like, don't get me wrong, I love a designer.
Yeah, of course.
I love a designer, but with my hard-earned cash, these days, when I first got a job, I was rinsing my money out on designers. I was doing it. I was proud. I was like, yeah, I'm living at my mum's. I've got £200 to last me through the month. It's fine. But when life hits you and you've got bills to pay, you don't... listen, I ain't spending my money on designers. I will dupe it all the way. Because in my mind, and when I spoke to my dad, I was just like, everything's a copy anyway at this point. Yes, it's a designer, but they copied it
from somewhere else.
Everyone's catting everyone's designs at this point. And do you know what? I don't care. Yeah. I don't really give a fuck. I will wear a fake and I will wear it and look good like anyone else. I just don't give a fuck.
That's where we're different, cause I ain't wearing a fake or a Jake or a snake. I ain't wearing it.
I will wear a dupe. I will wear a dupe.
Do you know why I won't wear a dupe?
I will.
Because for a dupe, I already know how the people that are being treated in the designer stores that make the stuff are being treated. If it's a dupe store, I just don't want to feel like, there's no judge to you, you know it's always love, but it's just for me. I know people that wear dupes all day long, but you're proud to say you will wear a dupe. Man will argue, swear blind, sell his mum, and say, it's not a dupe, it's not fake, bruv, it's not fake. Bruh, I was with you when we got it from Wrigley. You know them ones there, like you have to be like, you know when you have to be to your brethren, like you know you have to be to the brethren and you squeeze them on the side, like chill. You're doing too much. You're lying. Come, chill. You know them ones there. Me personally, I will rock my Boohoo. I will rock my little Primark socks. Yeah, the only thing that I like that is like designer is trainers and sunglasses and anyone that knows me knows that I love a hat. Fedora hats, I don't really like buying cheap fedora hats because the quality of a good fedora. But you see me, if I'm going to go buy a fedora, I'm not going online like that. When I'm buying a good quality hat or a bow tie or a braces, I'm into that 1940s look outside of this tracksuit and stuff. When I actually go out, anyone that knows me, if you know I've gone out, you'll see me with a hat, my little glasses, my little braces, my little shirt or whatever. I go down like Brick Lane and go in them hat stores that have been a family business that have been there 50, 60 odd years. But it's expensive to buy the hat, but it's still a family run business. A family that I can say, I remember when the son was working here, now the son owns it and now his son's working here, so it won't be long for the son owns it. You know them ones there? That's where I'm just on watching actually generations benefit from my contribution and still be invited in the room to have conversation of growth.
Now, So you weren't raised in
No.
materialism.
No.
I kind of was. That's all I saw. No. And then I chose partners that were not materialistic, that didn't have all the flashy stuff. No. Like that didn't attract me. It almost kind of turned me off in a way. And then for you, it sounds like you were kind of attracted to like the materialism and the flashiness and that type of person.
Because I thought the way that I grew up with morals would keep me strong in a materialistic relationship. Yeah. It won't. Forget
it overpower you.
It overpowers you. It frustrates you. It makes you look at yourself in a way that is just not productive to self-development. I'll be real with you. If you are a person of realistic morals and values, and that is based on things outside of materialism, the minute you invest in a materialistic based relationship, especially a romantic relationship or a friendship, you are putting yourself in a long run for you to self-destruct.
It's true.
Because you're trying to keep up with a lifestyle that you have no education on, no desire deep down to be in, and no sense of where your realistic morals fit into materialism. Materialism and realistic reality don't fit. We've come into a generation where we try to believe that these two things fit. They do not fit, bro. How can I be materialistic but realistic at the same time? If I see a $5 billion house and I'm materialistic, but I'm trying to be realistic, that doesn't make sense. One of the two are going to choose. And 9 times out of 10, if materialism is on your brain, and materialism is going to choose. You're going to buy that $5 billion house, but you're struggling for gas and electric.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather buy a dusty yard, flip it over, buy myself, and sell it for more than I bought it.
That makes sense to me.
Then buy a damn designer and park my big Mercedes or my big this car outside my mum's house. What? And you want to stunt on people like me? Girl, the fuck, bye.
Bro, they're stunting, but it's not even like...
It's not stunting.
It doesn't even do nothing to me. Like,
it makes me look at you like you're a stupid nigger.
Yeah, I'll just be giving you side eye.
I'll be so real. It makes me look at you like you're a stupid nigger, and you're the type of nigger that they're sitting in these rooms where we are not allowed in. You're the type of nigger that they're discussing. You're the type of nigga that they're discussing. I'll be so real with you. And people can say, oh, you're bare judgy, but I'm going to be real.
Can we... less of the N-word.
They're less of the N-word, but that's what they're calling us when you have that mentality. They're not saying, oh, that wannabe rich black person. They're not saying that, fam.
I know, I hate that.
They're not saying that. I will call someone the N-word if you're behaving like the N-word.
That's true, because...
Sorry.
Though I hate to use the N-word, I have found myself... When you're behaving like an N-word, you're an N-word. There's no sugarcoat in it. And I'm, you know me, I'm pro-black, but I will call a spade a spade. If you're willing to sell out your own people to fit into the ways and the acceptance of the Western world, you are an N-word. Don't care. Sorry. If you can't say that you've invested into black excellence in some way in your life, you are an N-word. Sorry. The mentality to not have to break out of the box is what makes you stay entrapped and enslaved in this materialistic world. So therefore, to me, a slave is an N-word. And if you're a slave to materialism, you're an N-word to me. And argue with your mum, bruv. Argue with your mum. Everyone's gassed because these designers are now letting us on the side on the catwalk. Bro, they've been stealing our tribal patterns to make the designers outfits that you lot are brocking your pocket to buy, not knowing that it comes from you originally. How mad? Are you stupid? Mad, oh. I'd rather go Kenya and actually sit down with the tribes that the Louis Vuitton print comes from and invest in them, man, and make them make me something custom, that has spiritual benefits. That's actually come from my people in Africa. I've gone to Africa and got this banging designer. Because that's where these designers are coming from. It's in your face, but you just want to stay ignorant and be like, oh no, not everything comes from... Everything comes from Africa. Everything. Technology comes from Africa.
So how can I not invest in my own people when my own people are investing into the way of the functioning Western world? Please. I didn't grow up in a materialistic family. I'll be honest. That's my thing.
You didn't.
I didn't.
No, and I did, but I don't like material. I don't like.
I think you had a blend of both, though.
Yeah, do you think so?
I think so.
No, I did.
You had a blend of both.
I definitely had a balance.
You had a balance because
Yeah.
your mum wasn't materialistic like that. She's not. She can be. Same as my mum. Listen, my mum will pull up with her little Mercedes Benz. I'm going to get a new car. And I'm thinking of buying a Toyota. The other day, pull up Mercedes Benz. Yeah, but the difference is they're not shouting from the rooftops about it. That's where the realism dilutes the need to be materialistic and loud. I've given myself this materialistic thing because in reality, I grafted for it.
Exactly.
And the fact that I've grafted for it and I'm genuinely happy for my development, I don't need the validation of others to shout loud about it.
I'm just proud that I've got this. I've earned it.
Right.
And
that's the family I grew up in.
Yeah,
I didn't grow up in a family where I just buy this sinner. Look for me at things. I never grew up in a family like that. I didn't. Look for me designer. Yeah, right, true. I never grew up in a family like that. I'll be so real with you. On some degree you did, but not the whole, not both sides. You had a balance. You had a break.
I definitely had a balance.
There you go.
I definitely had a balance. I did.
I feel like if you didn't have that balance, how would you think?
No, I appreciate it because it definitely, as you said, it does give you balance because it just gives you that level. Like when you go out into the real world, like the balance. Like my family would, like they will roast you. It gives you a balance. It really does because you go into real life on your own, and then you look at the people that are flashy. It's not going to lure me in because I've seen that already. Like, you're not showing me anything new. Like, my family's been doing this. My family's been doing this. So I feel like that's why I didn't go for the flashy type of people. Like, I really was just like, it didn't do anything for me because I'm like, bro, I've seen all of that. My family been doing this.
And this is the thing. This is where I think I realized that my family was very far from materialistic when I got into one of my relationships, because if I say which one, the person gonna jump with their keyboard warrior fingers. But if you're upset, then that's your business. Call your therapist.
We can beat the name.
I knew it was a materialistic base because don't get twisted. This person played like they weren't materialistic for a hot minute, but you see, when certain things transpired, I started to see materialism take front and center of our relationship to the degree where you're trying to make me look at my own relationship with my mum as weird. Just because you grew up in a house where you couldn't randomly cuddle your mum, or your mum won't sit there and say, I love you. Yes, we've gone through our own trials and tribulations and things that most people can't comprehend how we've come back from that space. But I never grew up in a household where materialistic things were a void filler for conversations that were gonna feed my soul. My mum made no hesitation to tell us that she loved us and that she would do anything for us. And ask anyone, I'm big 31. Listen, when I go to my mum's house, I'm not staying in my sister's rooms. I'm in my mum's bed. Yeah, me and my mum, because we grew up having nothing, and our love for each other was our money. There was times when me and mummy, it was just me and her, like, and as a youth, like, I knew things was hard, but as a woman now, I didn't realize how hard things were. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, as a kid, I'm like, yeah, I don't have all the things that my friends have, but I'm alright. As a woman now, I'm like, Mum, raw. And we still made it true. And look at where you are now. We did that. So for me, I watched my mum choose reality over materialism so that her reality will give her materialistic things.
That is...
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What a way to end it.
Yeah. That's what I saw.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's what women do. Sorry, because look, when women are put in in survival situations,
Especially black women?
As I was just about to say, especially, I know we're not trying to make this a race thing, but it's a race thing because there's different levels to this.
Bro.
But when black women are put in these situations for survival, we always, well, especially when you've got children, you make sure you come out on top.
There's some of us that fall through the gaps like any other society. But
I can only talk from your mum's, from what you've been through, and what I've been through,
what you're doing now as a parent,
and my nan has been through, and my great gran has been through. This is stuff that I have seen and learned through my family, through friends, extended friends and family members who are also black, and just seeing where they've come from, and if they've been raising children on their own, mate, they're the most strongest black women that I actually know.
I'm telling you, my nan said something to me like in passing, in conversation, and when she said it to me, I was thinking to myself, where's she going with these old wise tales? But you see, when I hit a certain age, my nan said to me, let me tell you something. The lack of knowing yourself will put you in a position where you're forced to know yourself. And when you find that self, you would have lost parts of yourself that was originally there that you did not see.
Wow.
Do you get it?
Deep that and relate.
The lack of not knowing yourself will put you in positions that will force you to know yourself. And when you know that self, you would have lost parts of yourself that was already there that you did not want to see.
Ooh, that's deep.
That was deep. And I was like, what's this idiot talking about? Shut up, man. Going upstairs. Shut up. Nah. You see, when I hit a certain age and I went through something, and that sentence fit so mad that it shook me to my core. That's when I learned that, you know what? You can be led astray from your family upbringing by putting yourself in situations where you've helped yourself to grow inside the family, but you haven't took your family teachings and nurturings to help you mature outside the family. I moved one way with my family because I was able to grow with inside that family safety, that unconditional love, that bracket of safety, that no matter what I will do, you will always love me. But because I didn't know myself outside of my family, I put myself in situations that forced me to look at myself and know myself. But I can't lie, I'm not the same lovable, giddy heart and love everyone and don't see negativity in anyone like I was before. I didn't even know I was that gullible until my gullibility put me in a dumb ass position. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So materialism will get you fucked up. I'm sorry,
really
that's
will.
my opinion, man. That's why we're trapped where we are now. Materialism has got our people trapped, fam. Swear down, it's got us trapped, fam. And we need to be able to admit it. We're trapped. That's what I think. What do you think?
I definitely feel like it's a problem. If there's no balance with everything needs a balance. It can be a real problem. We're seeing it now. I feel like a lot with the younger generation. That's where, because that's where they're trying to get us. Is the young, feeble-minded.
Yeah.
You know, your brain can still be molded in a certain way, and that's the audience that they are actually aiming for. They're not aiming for us because they know life
it's too late now.
Yeah, life experience will have you knowing what's what. But the younger generation are a little bit clapped, and not through their own fault of their own, but through socials, through what they're doing,
What they're in.
And what they're putting out there, and what they make as trends, and it's the same with beauty standards and things like that. It's all part and fucking parcel. Because, mate,
listen. Anyway, let's
go to the box.
Yeah, let's go to the box.
Let's go to the box and see what the next.
Materialism versus realism in the aspect of
emotional validation.
Cha.
Ooh.
Cha.
Emotional validation.
Cha. I'm gonna let you land on this one.
I think you need to go first because
Don't let me start the talking because I'm gonna upset some people. Emotional validation. versus materialism versus realism. Let's not lie. We've all been those people that will seek or gain emotional validation from materialistic things. There's some people that's in relationships right now where your partner's clotting in you in your face, but if they get you a designer bag, you love them again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's emotional validation through materialism.
Okay,
I'll be so real with you.
I needed that.
I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you this right now. If you are aware that the person that you are solely invested in is invested in other people, but because they take you out to the nicest places and get you the nicest things up aside from all the other things they get everybody else, you are seeking emotional validation through materialism. The reality of seeking emotional validation understands that the validation that I seek, all the answers that I seek come from self.
Yeah.
And people outside of self are just an addition, not a validation of who I am. That's my personal opinion. So no girl could ever come to me and be like, I've got this and I've got that. What you saying? No, I'm good, B. I want to know how you got it. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to offer me, materialistically wise. What does it look like when you're at your worst? What does it look like when you're having your down days, when you're not feeling yourself? I need to know that about a person. I don't give a shit about your bank account. I could not give a toss. And to be honest with you, the more you have, the more I'm looking at you like I cannot build with this person. Because automatically, should things get rocky, you are in a position, not saying that you would, but majority of people do, when they're in a position that is of a higher level materialistic wise than the person that they're around, they have a tendency to be subliminally or right in your face snobbish.
Let me touch on the emotional validation topic.
Yeah, go on.
Because while you were speaking, it was just reminding me of a situation that I put myself in.
Do it.
I put myself in. But I remember when I was dating, when I kind of just given up all hope. Not all hope,
child.
I had given up hope in regards to a relationship. So I thought, this is where you start settling now. You start actually settling, because realistically, how did I start off going into this dating business? Dating. I had high hopes. I was like, I'm looking for a partner. I'm dating for the future. When you start going into it and it just starts fucking up and it's not working to the way you want it, you actually start to the boundaries just go out the window. You have no boundaries. You start settling. And I started to think, do you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to go for what that person can give me. And that is it. I'm not going to give anything more. Hey, what can you give me?
Hey,
yes.
Bro, you're gonna make me have death threats at my house because you just triggered me. I cannot lie.
Because what can you give me? I'm sorry. Sometimes in life, for me, this is the mind frame I was going through. I was like, you know what? I need to be a bit more selfish because I've been given and given and given to these people. It's all about me now. And through this stage, I'm not going to lie, I actually became extremely more confident.
Yes, I will say that.
I did.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, I found a power within myself. I started to realise that my pussy holds power.
Oh my days. Can we say this again? But you see what it is? Yeah, and I just wanted even to get into that. You just landed it so nice because what you're saying is true. But you see, the pussy is power narrative that is being pushed now is a lie. You do not need to give access to the pussy for it to be powerful.
That's the
Don't
key.
let these people gash you, fam. Yeah? It doesn't mean letting someone get up in the punani is powerful because then you gain something.
No, knowing
that restricting the fanny, will put you in places of respectability, high levels of abundance and financial gain. That is when you're in the money. The minute you understand that as a woman, I control this room. I can make them feel whatever energy that I want them to feel. But until I gain control of my own self and control my own energy and understand how I feel, then I'm going to be that person that thinks that pussy is power means fucking my way to get financial gains and materialistic gains. That's my thing.
Pussy is power.
Yeah, go on.
Because through this time that I was going through, I was like, Ross, because I didn't realise I had the power, because I was freeing it up. I was just giving it because I was like, I give it, it's love. I'm giving it because I love the person.
I'm in control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I really wasn't. So when I started to realise, let me just draw back a piece. Like, the pussy is power. This is what the man then want. They want my vagina because they don't want me, because I'm not really seeing who you actually are. You're not showing me who you really are, and I'm not feeling it. Obviously, the little sexual chemistry is always there from jump, because obviously it's really not difficult.
Come on.
It's not difficult. But a situation that I went into, and as soon as I didn't... Sorry, let me think about how I'm phrasing this.
That's why I looked down and I looked back at the mic and I was
hold on.
Be careful now.
Okay.
Run it correct.
Let me say this, yeah?
Speak truth.
Let me say this, yeah? Normally, I would have sex. This time I was like, nah, my vagina is staying clean. Like, I'm not having these people come inside of me, go anywhere inside of me, for me to lose my senses and lose my head, and then... how am I feeling after that interaction? I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling strong. I'm not feeling powerful. I'm feeling weak. I'm feeling like I've given myself to someone, and then I feel like I need to keep on giving to try and
gain back what you've lost.
Yeah, to get what I've lost.
Yeah, that's no.
Now, so in this case, I had my fun. Yeah.
I had my fun.
For the first time, I received and didn't give.
Yo, this is the thing. People get onto touch me nots, but you see touch me nots, they
powerful
have
stuff.
Been powerful in this thing.
That's amazing.
I wish I was a touch me not for a little bit longer. I was only a touch me not for a couple of months.
I love my touch me. I'm not gonna lie. I went through a touch me not phase.
I'm just not that stirred.
No,
touch me a lot.
No, because we've got to break it down, yeah. Because let me break it down for the people, yeah. In regards to this situation that I'm talking about, this was a M-A-N. It was a man, okay. It was a man that I'm talking about, yeah. So in this case, I didn't give to this man at all, and I received everything that I deserved, okay.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed my time, and then even through just that interaction. And I felt extremely powerful. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt so powerful not giving and receiving. And I loved it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now, that was a very dangerous place for me to be.
It's a shift in the feminine energy into your masculine energy. And when we, as women, when we switch into our masculine energy, it always comes from a place where our feminine energy has been disrespected.
So then what I realized was, okay, I haven't given, but I can still feel my body wants to give more. Like, I need more than that. I can't do the sex thing. I actually physically can't. And I listened to my body, and my body was telling me, no, you now want a relationship with this person, because even though I ain't done nothing to you, but we've shared energy. He's gone into my body. We've shared energy. We've energy shared, period. Yeah, we've had sex, period. Even though I didn't give, it's still a connection. And I was like, I'm actually trying to be with this person, even though I don't even like him. I don't like him. And I had to put a stop to the situation. And I did very, very quickly, never met up again after that one time. And I was
good.
Like, yeah. At first I was like, Leanne, you bugging. Like, you could just be getting head anytime you want.
No, man.
But I was just like, no, because I've learned that about myself.
Man.
And that was the last man I fucked. Let me just tell you that. That's when I realised.
I was so elated.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
And then I went for my little touch me not phase. But let's stick on topic. Emotional validation. So it doesn't always work out when you're just trying to get for you. When you're being, some people call it selfish, But it was...
It's not selfish if you're trying to love yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That don't make sense how that is ever a selfish statement. I'm trying to love myself. How am I selfish?
No, it's not selfish.
Because you would want that same thing that you're asking me not to give myself to give to you. But I'm the selfish one. Bun out of it, bruv. Anyway, carry on, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's that. So yeah, just be very careful. Emotional validation in all forms when you're looking outside of yourself is a dangerous game to play, because you are always kind of going to be... It's just that validation from someone else is never in a position that you want to be. So just give yourself that. That's why I had to... You know, I was just like, Leanne, just play with yourself.
I'm telling you.
Just play with yourself.
Shout out to Love Honey.
I'm telling you.
Shout out to Love Honey. Love Honey has been saving women and men's mental health for longer than they get in their flowers. You see, when I was in that dark space on my ones, it's not mean to say that I wasn't roasting. But you see, Love Honey saved me from doing dumb shit. Remember, I was celibate. I said it to you. I come to your house and I said, I ain't fucking no more bitches.
I get it.
I don't want to kiss nobody.
I get it.
I don't want to hug nobody. I don't want to flick no one's bean. I don't want to do none of that, because the amount of energy that I've given to people in a sexual encounter in my 10 years since I've been out and been okay with this part of myself has given me more trauma to deal with than my fucking childhood. Some of you lot think that your relationship is healthy because you're sexing all the time and you're going out and you're doing all these things. But when was the last time that you actually checked on each other and actually said, are we on target for the things that we set for this relationship? Are you on target for your individual goals that you said that you wanted to achieve before we became a unit? Nah. You see, sex is a massive deterrent and a distraction. For me, I think I look at sex a lot differently than I used to.
So do I.
I don't seek emotional validation from sex anymore.
Yeah, because that used to be me.
I don't seek it because you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You're just not. Once that person's bust their nut, it's as simple as that. There's no... People look for what happens after the full stop. Sometimes there's nothing after the full stop. When that person's bust their nut, full stop.
It's finished.
It's finished.
It's finished.
I say to people this year, if you could take sex off the table for 4 months solid and still have a strong connection with someone, that person's the one for you. 4 to 6 months. If someone can consistently date you every week, talk to you consistently, check in on you spiritually, mentally and emotionally, and you haven't given them the crutches for 4 to 6 months, there's something there.
Facts.
There's something there.
Very true. So true. I don't disagree with that at all.
What do you like on a level?
I seriously agree.
Sorry.
No, I really do, because I've gone into things too much based on sex, and it has not gotten me anywhere. It's just left me longing, acting crazy,
and still seeking emotional validation,
and still begging, not seeking,
begging you.
Literally, that's
with your crusty arms, baby, not your loving arms, your crusty ass arms.
Just looking ugly, because a bitch should never be. I should never be begging anybody. I'm sorry, and that makes you look unattractive, because you're just like, you should never put yourself in that position. But it's just never good. So that's why, just like you, I never went into my relationship that I'm in now based on sex. Like, I thought, let's get to know each other.
Yes,
first,
let's
please.
date.
Let's actually talk.
Yeah.
And let me see if your mask starts dropping, because I need to know who the fuck you are.
I need to know who you are when you're good. I need
Yeah.
to know who you are when you're struggling.
Yeah.
And I need to know who you are when you're on your lowest.
Yeah.
These 3 things I need
Yes.
to know if we can function together when I'm on my lowest,
Yeah.
when I'm down, when I don't got it. If we're both in that position at the same time, I need to know what that looks like. I need to know.
You need to be prepared.
But if we're fucking bumping coochies all night long from the first day. I'm not really going to be interested in knowing that
because
shit.
you're having sex for hours and hours. You're not really.
And lesbian sex is hours.
You're in the you're in the gaze. You're in the daze. You're in the mist of pussy juices and all this.
Even the man
energy.
them, don't get it twisted. There's that one girl in your phone that even if she don't chat to you, I've heard you, man. I've been around man them. I wish I could still fuck her. You know? It's not the pussy. It's the way she made you feel.
Yes, it's not the sex.
It's
you can get that
not
from anyone.
the fanny. It's the way that girl had the power to make you feel something through her vagina. That's what you crave. But man them don't want to admit that. Man them don't have no feelings. She's just got good pum pum. You get it? No, that's a lie. The fact that you're still thinking about her pussy 5 years later, and still talking about it in a group chat with the man them, and still bring it up when you're out on man them holidays or whatever holidays, even for gal. Yeah, I'll be real. That means that person made you feel something that still wants you to be intrigued about what that person made you feel. But instead of having that real conversation with yourself, you'd rather make it a surface thing where, oh, no man, the person's just good at fucking. Like, oh, she's got good pum pum, man, he's got some good dick. Girl, bye, boy, bye. Take that away. That person still made you feel something. That person still made you feel something.
Facts.
That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree.
Emotional validation, don't seek it from anyone else but yourself. That's my opinion.
Yeah, let's round that up with that.
Especially not on a materialistic aspect.
So really, the conclusion that we've come to is materialism. Like, just there needs to be balance.
There has to be.
There has to be a balance.
We're running wild with this materialism life now, guys, man. We're running wild with it, bro. No one ain't got no morals no more.
Oh, the morals are out the window, it seems, with a lot of humans. Are they human? I don't know. That's what it's giving at the moment. I'm like, bro, you know, aliens. You know, I'm moving different these days.
Don't you think, as a society, we've just become so price tag validated? Don't you think we've become so price tag
I feel
validated?
Like it's always been like that, but it actually hasn't changed. It's just actually
magnified.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's
magnified and you see when something magnifies and it comes closer to you, I feel like that's happened as well. But I also feel like as it gets closer, it gets bigger and worse and worse and worse and worse. It's not just stayed the same size and come forward to us. I feel like as it comes closer, it's got worse and worse and worse. If we look at the early 90s, even in music, R&B men were singing about their love for their gal. Gal was singing about their ride or die for their man, or vice versa. Now in music, unless I listen to neo soul, the type of music that I make, shout out to Me Balance coming out 30th of June, I'm scared. Because if I listen to like 5 current songs, I'm either going to want to stab someone because that's what you lot are promoting, or I'm going to want to spend money that I don't have because you've made me feel like it's a YOLO lifestyle.
Yeah, those are the 2 high things in music that I'm seeing now, is spending money. Or I'm
thinking that sexing bare people for validation having is loads okay.
Of sex is money, sex,
and drugs.
And murder.
And violence.
And drugs.
Violence.
Yeah, violence. Money, violence, sex, and drugs.
I can't listen to that
Those
shit.
are the top 4s at the moment.
I can't listen to that and say I'm pro-black. I can't. All you man that are listening to that consistently and saying you're pro-black, please sit down. Every now and then we might slip when we're getting ready. We might listen to a little something to get us in the mood to just be free. But if you're listening to drill, or you're listening to negativity, or you're listening to things that are not what they say they are, this whole feminism aspect that's being pushed in music and media right now is not fucking feminism. It's prostitution. Let's call it what it is. If you are willing to fuck a man or a gal because they've got money and you can get that money too, and that's the way you're going to get it, it is prostitution.
You're a whore. The old-fashioned word, you're a WHORE.
If you're not willing to thrive on your own and get it on your own, and you're looking for someone else to validate you materialistically, and the only way you can get that validation is through your vagina or through your cock, you're a whore. You're a whore.
Yeah, you are.
I'm sorry.
You live that life and say it proud. Make sure you say that you're a whore, because...
And these are the people that I respect. I've got people around me that... I know people that will say, listen, I'm a hoe. because that's what I want to be.
Respect that
I
if
will
you just
respect
say
you more, and I will
what
say,
it
do you know
is.
what? Know that there's more out there for you, but if that's what you want to be, then hold tight you. But those of you that are pushing like that's not you,
Yeah.
and you're better than that, or you're
Yeah.
above that,
Stop.
I have a problem with you people. I don't have a problem with people that are saying, you know what, OnlyFans is paying me the way I want to be paid,
Yeah.
and it gives me the free. Hold tight
Yeah.
you. Hold tight. Just know
Because they're
that there's more
they're
for
actually
you.
living in their truth.
Yeah, just know that there's more for
Yeah.
you. Should you ever want to monetize differently, there's an
Yeah.
option out there for you. But if that's what you're trying to be, then hold tight you. It's the people that are like, I'm independent and I'm just so feminine and I'm the scary. Bro,
The lies.
you're annoying me.
How are you really getting your bread? Stop lying.
Because some of you lot are eating pum pum for a place to stay. I'll be real. I've been in some girl chats and yeah, you are doing the long distance stuller and the ice. You lot of man are putting ice in their mouth and licking the pum pum good for a place to stay for a week. That's how
Ice?
We'll have a topic about that. That's how them are paying their rent these days. Don't ever let, bruv, all this narrative as well. Like, we're gonna do another topic about maturity when it comes to sex as well. If there's 10 men in a group chat, at least 6 of you eat pum pum. I'll give your mum. If there's 10 men in a group chat, at least 6 of you are eating pum pum.
Who's not saying they're eating vagina at this point? Like,
And if you're not eating
everyone needs to be
vagina, I'm scared that
I don't
you're getting bent over or bending someone over.
understand. Yeah, period. Because you clearly don't like
What's
vagina.
wrong with eating
and that's
pussy?
okay. Just say that you're gay. Like,
That's how I look so young. You see, when you find that fountain of youth. Let me stop. No, let me stop. I'm joking, man.
should we go on to... Look, let's go on to our last topic.
Yeah?
Which we're going to possibly end on.
Yeah.
Or do you want to pull from the box or do you want to do a flash?
Let's do one flash question. So
Yeah,
in
let's do
this
one
box,
flash question.
as we said earlier, you can write your topics, your questions, your dilemmas, anything you want to feature in an episode of Talk to the Box. We'll give you the email, yeah, at the end of the video, at the end of the podcast. Everything will be linked in our bios or where you can contact us. This is the box it will go into. That was nice. I liked it. I just can't wait for the footage.
Yeah, do you know what? That's giving us good insight because we had loads of subtopics and loads of
No, all the bloopers. I have to get the bloopers.
Oh yeah, 100%.